Please check your audio and video settings, please, everyone. In yesterday's class, I was talking about internationalization. Internationalization in Spring Boss. Everyone remember that? Yeah. Today, let's see the differences between BeanFactory container and application context container. Yeah, event handling we will get at respective timings, boss. So today you don't worry about that. Class content, Spring here, FS63, Spring core module. Super. Here is my factory container versus application context container. BeanFactory container. Yeah, this is the BeanFactory container is basic container. You know that application context container is advanced container. So application context container can do everything that BeanFactory can do, right? Yes or no? Na? Can do everything that BeanFactory container can do. So on the top of it, it can do some additional activities, right? Let me switch on the lights, guys. Super. Application context container is equal to BeanFactory container plus. Super. And other side, what I said. This is BeanFactory container and this is application context container. This is BeanFactory container. This is my application context container. One is BeanFactory container, other one is application context container. Comfortable, guys? Come on, are you with me? Application context container is equal to BeanFactory container plus. Yeah. Now let's have a differences between both, guys. One side BeanFactory. Other side application context container. One side BeanFactory container, another side application context container. Tell me, what is this? It is basic container. Basic IOC container. Spring container. IOC container or Spring container. Other side, what is there? It is advanced IOC container. public Spring container. Super. It is advanced IOC container or Spring container. Super. Next. It is basic IOC container, it is advanced IOC container. Does not support pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Beans. Pre-instantiation is also called as what, guys? Eager instantiation. Does not support pre-instantiation, also called eager instantiation of singleton scope Spring Beans. Singleton scope Spring Beans. Got it? Super. Next. Supports pre-instantiation or tell me. Okay. Pre-instantiation or eager instantiation of singleton scope Spring Beans. Got it, guys? It basically performs lazy instantiation of Spring Beans. Lazy instantiation of Spring Beans. On demand only objects will be created. If demand is not there, it does not create any objects. If demand is not there, it does not create any objects. Super na boss? Super. Next. No direct support for properties, file, and placeholders. No direct support, guys. Other side supports. So definitely it supports, guys. Definitely it supports. D. Okay. Definitely it supports, boss. Okay. See the next one, guys. Okay. Does not support I-18N. Does not support I-18N. What is the I-18N, boss? Internationalization, right? We discussed yesterday. Supports the internationalization. Supports the I-18N. Okay, supports the I-18N. Does not allow to stop or close the container. Does not allow to stop or close the IOC container. Yeah, we don't have methods to stop or close the container, boss. In application context, we have ctx.close container. Allows us to stop or close the, tell me guys, IOC container. Allows us to stop or close the IOC container. Next, guys, F. Allows us to stop or close the IOC container. We have an explicit, see, automatically stopping at the end of the main method is different. We are explicitly stopping is different, right? Okay. Shashi Prakash, please write to rejoin. Problem is your side. Why don't you use Wi-Fi, boss? Why don't you use Wi-Fi, Ra Babu? Why are you attending classes with mobile data? Okay. Please rejoin. Okay. Now listen. You remove the power supply to computer. Shashi Prakash, problem is your side. Uh, Anyone is having issue of screen visibility? No. Shashi Prakash, I think problem is your side. Check your side. Tell me. Allows us to stop or close the IOC container explicitly, boss. We can explicitly stop. Listen. Here IOC container will be vanished at the end of the main method. For example, let us assume in the main method I have written 1000 lines of code. At 100 line only I stopped using Spring. But still container will be active till the end of the 1000 line or not. But here I have a provision. Here I have a facility. Here I have a provision. Here I have a facility. For what? Here I have a provision. Here I have a facility to stop the container or to close the container whenever I want. At the end of the 100 line. At the end of the 100 line. Okay. We felt there is no need of Spring here. We want to end the container. Yes, we can end the container explicitly. Is there such provision here? Is there any such provision here? Does not support event handling on the container. Event handling on the IOC container. Does not support event handling on the IOC container. Super. Next. Supports event handling on the IOC container. Okay, supports event handling on the IOC container. Still not shown. Okay. Sash Prakash, tell me what should I do? I should stop class for you. Sash Prakash, you keep on pinging the chat box. I should stop class for you. I should cancel class today. Or I should also worry about your problem. Tell me. You asked one time, I said problem is your side. You asked second time, I said problem is your side. And I asked others. Okay. I asked other, they said problem is not there. Right? So what should I do? Tell me. You keep on pinging messages continuously. Might be there in other meeting. Your last meeting is not concluded properly. It's okay, guys. Support for annotation driven programming. Understand? It's not outdated. We cannot say outdated. Why? Because on the top of BeanFactory container only, application context container is created. You cannot definitely say outdated, right? But it is not used. That's it. Outdated means completely eliminated. But application context container is internally using what? Yeah, BeanFactory container, right? H. Yeah, using this container, we can develop only XML driven configurations based Spring applications. Okay, XML driven configurations based Spring applications. Super guys. Using this IOC container, we can develop, come on, using this IOC container, we can develop, tell me what is this? Okay. We can develop XML driven configurations based Spring applications, annotation driven configurations based Spring applications. Next, 100% code driven configurations based Spring applications. Next, Spring Boot applications. Okay. Spring Boot application. Understanding my statement, guys? Seriously, literally Spring Boot applications. Super. So it's a powerful container, boss, no doubt in that. Next, I takes less man. Yeah, takes. See, question is popular, but BeanFactory container is not popular. Is that clear? Question is popular. For the sake of interview question, I am giving these differences. But by mistake also, don't use BeanFactory container in Spring application development. Always prefer using what? Application context container in Spring applications development. Okay, guys. Takes less memory. Takes less memory in the container creation process. In the container creation process, because it is loaded with less number of features. Because it is loaded with less number of features. Super. Next, I takes more memory, guys. Takes more memory in the IOC container creation process. Because it is loaded with more, because it loaded with more features. A lot of features are added. I think if you interviewer ask the question, what is the difference between BeanFactory container and application context container? I hope you can do left and right to interviewer. Understanding my statement, boss? Super. Yes. Yeah, if you want, you can give one more statement here, guys. We need to give Spring Bean configuration file to BeanFactory IOC container. BeanFactory IOC container as a resource object. As what? Resource object. We can give we can give Spring Bean configuration file. We can use Spring Bean configuration file to application context IOC container direct. Application context IOC container as direct string value. As direct string value. Super na guys. Okay, now one important question. Melvin Raz. Okay, both container supports all the scopes, please. Stop showing your half knowledge in front of me. Stop showing your half knowledge to me. So please concentrate. Okay. Where should I use? Where should I use BeanFactory IOC container? Okay. And where should I use application context IOC container? IOC container. In Spring Projects development. In Spring Projects development. Got it, guys? In Spring Projects development. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Guys, can you give me 3 minutes time? I'll come. Yeah, everyone please come back. Everyone please come back, guys. Where should we use BeanFactory IOC container? And where should we use application context IOC container in Spring projects development? Look at my answer very carefully. Okay. If you are using BeanFactory IOC container in your Spring project, there must be, okay, there must be solid convincing reason. There must be solid convincing reason for that. Got it, guys? There must be solid convincing reason for that. Otherwise, prefer using what container, guys? Application context container. Simply prefer using application context container. So that means we should always prefer using application context container over BeanFactory container. Convinced, my dear? So, but I will tell, sir, what is that exceptional situation? Okay. The exceptional situation to use BeanFactory container is memory, boss. You are developing memory critical application. You have used Spring in mobile application development. You have used Spring in embedded system applications. You have used Spring in embedded system.